Hello guys, what is up? We're going to another YouTube video and more. Today we're doing another action figure review. Today for you guys I have the Green Lantern Hal Jordon DC Multiverse in his armor suit action figure. Picked this one up at Walmart. Not gonna lie, I was kind of mad that I didn't find the Cyborg Superman figure at Walmart, so I was kind of bored, so I just picked this guy up. We got Hal Jordon in his armor suit. The back artwork is freaking beautiful. I can't wait to get the trading card of this because this artwork is amazing. We can see that it's from the Superman Return of the Superman storyline right there. On the side as well, on the top, you get a look at the figure. Bottom here is the barcode, but I'm pretty sure this guy is not that hard to find. I know I've seen him at some GameStops. But yeah, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. I do want to say quickly that this is my first action figure review that actually has this new whiteboard that I have right here, and I know I haven't talked about this in some of my other videos, but I picked this up. It's just I think a cardboard white piece of foam, I think it's foam, yeah. But I just thought it looked kind of cool having a white background for my review. So let me know if you guys like that. But yeah, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get right into it. Here we have Green Lantern, and then correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is Steel's hammer right here. Get that trading card out, and then the stand. Okay, here is the figure and everything he comes with right out of the packaging. We're gonna go ahead and take a look at it now. Starting off with the head sculpt, this looks really good. You can definitely see that it's I have the digital wave, a Green Lantern right here, the Hal Jordon. And you can definitely see that that's the same person. That is so awesome. You have the mask right there with the white eyes and the black underlining. And then you have all this really cool tech detail and armored detail all throughout the figure. And he's this nice lime green, and I really love that. You have like a neon green and then a lime green, and it just really looks good. And then all throughout the figure as well, you have this like kind of not cell shading, but comic shading, just like how it looks like in the comic, as you can see here on the trading card. So yeah, that looks really good. And then the lantern is painted very nicely. No paint scuffs on mine. You have the white right there and everything. I'm pretty sure that this figure is on the steel body mold that they use for the steel figure from the Superman comic books. But yeah, you have the abs right there, which are extra defined from the comic shading. That looks really cool. And then you have these gauntlets over here with like this disc, and then you have the fingers right here with the knuckle pads. It just looks very armored, well, because this is the Green Lantern's armored suit. But yeah, it looks really nice. And you have like the bands all around the gauntlet right there, and then some more tech detail, I'm assuming. The shoulder pads as well look very nice. You can see like the screws right there, and then they also have that on the diaper piece as well. The belt as well, I think, is attached to the diaper piece, but that looks really cool. Even under the arms, you have some more comic shading right there on the torso, so that looks really cool. There's not really any comic shading on the back of the figure, but I mean that's to be presumed, just because they don't want to waste extra paint on something that you're not really going to see all that much. But yeah, the head sculpt again looks very nice. I do have a bit of a separation right there between the head sculpt and the face. I wonder if this is just like well, I'm pretty sure it is just an extra faceplate that they glued on. But yeah, I mean, it's not that big a deal. But again, the lantern, you do have a bit of overspray right there from the lantern onto the white, but again, not that big a deal. But yeah, overall, I'm really liking this. You get down to the boots and you have more of that like nuts and bolts right there. The treads on the bottom of the feet as well are very cool. You have almost like a waffle texture. You can see like the toes indents right there on the bottom of the feet, so that's really cool. And again, you have more like venting, I'm assuming, and Yeah, venting and more rivets and nuts and bolts right there. I'm pretty sure that's the ankle joint right there that they used as like a bolt right there, or a nut, or something in the armor. So that's really cool. Same thing with the toe joint right there. So that's cool. You do have the peg holes at the bottom of the feet as well, of course. But yeah, overall, I'm pretty sure it is just a reuse of the steel body mold, but with a new torso, I'm assuming, because this lantern is sculpted in, which is very cool. Same with the head sculpt. But with that said, let's go ahead and get into the articulation. Starting off with the head sculpt, he can look up. Wow, that is very nice. You can get him, I'm assuming, into some great flight poses. Oh yeah, you're gonna get this guy into some great flight poses with the added torso articulation as well. So that's really good. He can look down somewhat. He does have some nice tilt on this guy for an armored figure. And then he does get a bunch of move around on the head. And then moving into the shoulders, he does get above a 90 even with the shoulder pads, so that's pretty cool. Can't go all the way around, obviously, because of the shoulder pads. And then you do have bicep swivel. The rotator cuffs are in there, so you get some extra movement. You do have the double jointed elbows, and then hinge and swivel in any direction with the ball jointed wrists. And then moving into the torso, you have a diaphragm joint and a lower ball joint. You can crunch forward, not that great at all, but you do get some very, very nice back arch, so that is really good. You, of course, get swivel. That is very tight in there. But you can use the waist joint and swivel it as well. And then, of course, you do get some very nice pivot in there. The legs go about that high, so not perfect, but it is what it is. You do get, you get some very nice swivel in there for the thighs, so that's really good. You do have the double jointed knees right here. And then moving into the ankles, he can bend the ankles that far down and then that far up. And then he actually does not have a swivel in there, but you do have, does he have pivot actually? Oh no, he does. He does have some pivot, but it is highly restricted by the boots. And then of course you do have the toe joints. You know what? I say that this isn't that big a deal, but it's really starting to bug me, especially because I've seen other reviews and theirs is not like that. But that little gap between the freaking faceplate and the helmet is really pissing me off now. Getting into the accessories he comes with. First off, he always comes with the DC Multiverse little stand here. It's whatever. And then you do get the collectible trading card, which is beautiful, this artwork. I love it. And then there is the bio, if you want to go ahead and read that right there. But that's cool. And then the only real accessory he gets is this Steel's hammer, which you can fit in his hand, but it is really, really hard. But mine was not warped in the packaging, so that is very nice. That is very cool. And he does look good wielding it, and it's not like make his hand loose or anything because of how heavy it is. So, I mean, it's not even that heavy, but yeah. I mean, it's a cool accessory. I think he did use it in the comic when he was fighting against Mongol. But yeah, it's cool, but I would have liked some extra hands or something else. But yeah. Now, with that said, let's go ahead and jump into the comparisons. First up here is our new Green Lantern with a couple of other Hal Jordon Green Lanterns. We have the Digital Wave version, which I just did a review on in a mega review. Go check that out. And then here we have the Dawnbreaker and Green Lantern 2-pack Hal Jordon. So yeah, those are my two only other Green Lantern Hal Jordans in my collection. And then here he is with all my other lanterns in my collection. We have Kyle Rayner, Simon Baz, and Dawnbreaker. Here he is with a Superman and a Batman. We have New 52 Soups and Batman Noel. And then here he is, last but not least, with a couple of other figures from 2025. We have Deadshot and Cowboy Batman. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much going to do it for today's review. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys think of this figure. Overall, this figure is really cool. Really cool. Wow. Really cool. I do wish he came with more accessories, but the head articulation is incredible. Pleasantly surprised with that. And also I'm surprised that the Steel's hammer isn't warped. Most of it is reused from Steel, but he does have a new torso and a new head sculpt. not very pleased with the gap in the head sculpt. That's really making me mad. But let me know if that's a big deal or not. I know I said earlier in the video it's not a big deal, but now it's making itself a big deal by standing out to me. I don't know. I might get another one. I'm not sure. But let me know down in the comments below what you guys think. But actually, just remembered before we end the video, this thing is supposed to glow in the dark. So let's go ahead and test that out. For whatever reason, mine's not glowing. So maybe it's not glow in the dark, but I've seen on other videos it is. So I don't know. Maybe it's just my room's not dark enough. But yeah, I did turn off all the lights. But yeah, guys, that's gonna do it for today's video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all the YouTube rigmarole, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.